Alright, man, I'm back. Brace yourselves for some cold, hard, brutal honesty as I see it. As I see it, and that's all I can give at the end of the day. It's my views. There was a very, very interesting fight last night. Andy Lee versus Julio Cesar Chavez. Chavez knocked out Andy Lee in the 7th. And that's about all I have to say about the fight. To be honest with you, I watched this fight for one reason, and one reason only. And that's because this man, I truly and honestly believe, is going to be top ranks replacement for Manny Pacquiao. He's the biggest thing, second only to Manny Pacquiao right now that they have, even though Timothy Bradley beat Pacquiao last week. Julio Cesar Chavez is clearly their golden boy, just like Canelo Alvarez is clearly Golden Boy Promotions' future flagship. And you all know what my channel is about. I love boxing. I really do. I mean, I give up damn near half of my Saturday nights, or at least I cut them short anyway, after a long fucking week work, just to watch these fights. I'll do a prediction video from time to time, but that's not what I'm about. I'm out to change things that I feel are wrong. That's it. Other channels have their own style, their own flavor. Some people out there, they just want to make predictions, break down fighters and break down fights. Other people want to be entertaining. Other people want to sound smart. Me, I'm out to change the sport. That's all. Because that's what the sport needs, man. It doesn't need people firing out predictions, even though recent events have demonstrated how useless predictions really are, given the current state of boxing. The sport needs a guiding hand, and YouTube really is all we have. Okay, the media sucks. They don't care about boxing. The only time you ever hear the mainstream sports media talk about boxing, 99% of the time, it's about Pacquiao or Mayweather. You know? Nobody really cares about boxing. People only care about boxers. They tend to forget that the two go hand in hand. That's why almost all of the people who will comment on this video inevitably will go into YouTube warrior mode as soon as I start talking shit about this guy right here. Last night, Julio Cesar Chavez refused to give another urine sample for the purposes of a drug test. That is the second time this has happened. Halfway through the fight, he started to complain about leg cramps. Does this sound familiar? It's like I've said before, why does this shit always seem to happen when the same people are involved? It's always the same people, man. And you know, after the Pacquiao-Bradley fight, it's nice to see, it honestly is, it's nice to see a fresh barrage of criticism toward the sport of boxing, because it needs criticism. Something about the sport needs to change. But that's only going to happen as soon as the fighters themselves decide to do something about it, instead of selling themselves to the promotions. And honestly, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Coming into this fight, Andy Lee was pegged as the power puncher, but he couldn't even dent Chavez. His punches seemed to just bounce off him like it was bulletproof. Chavez, on the other hand, was swinging like he had fucking dynamite in his gloves. Every punch that landed rocked Andy Lee. Every fight Chavez has had since he moved with Freddie Roach's camp, his skill has not been improving. He's just been getting bigger, heavier, stronger, and more resilient to punches in a very, very short space of time. Does this sound familiar? I'm calling this guy out right now, man. Yeah, if you all want to call me a hater, man, that's on you. I honestly, I don't give a shit. I don't care. You know, I don't care. You know, you can thumbs down the video. You refuse a piss sample on fight night. you're fucking suspect. I don't care how much of a fanboy you are of this guy. I don't care how much you worship him. I don't care how much you're fucking him. I've seen enough. This man needs to be tested, and he needs to be tested quick, because he's another dirty fighter, bottom line. They've already been popping up all over the place. This man is a drug user. It's time to put the pressure on him. Take a random blood test. Show me you're clean. Easy.